Hello guys, good morning to all. I hope you all are well. In this video, I'm going to sharing about some Canada requirements. It's the latest opening from Canada. So if you are looking for a job in Canada and if you are interested to get a job in Canada, I hope this information will be helpful for your careers. So please keep watching this video up to end. So let's start the Canada requirements. You can see here in create manager in Canada. There is a requirement for manager jobs in Canada. They mention the job details, location, Surrey, BC, salary $24. They mention the salary of $24 per hour, and for 30 to 40 hours you have to do your work. Vacancies only one. Terms of employment permanent full-time, start date as soon as possible, employment conditions, flexible hours. Already they mentioned the job numbers. So job requirements, language need English. Obviously if you want to get a job in abroad, you have to fluent in English. Education, college, if you are other non-university certificate or diploma from a program of 3 months to less than 1 year. So you should have a university certificates as in a management jobs. Experience, they need 2 years to less than 3 years. So minimum you need to experience 2 to 3 years to get a managerial jobs. You can see here special skills, address customers complaints or concerns, recruit, train and supervise staff, participate in marketing plans and implementations, negotiate with clients for catering of use of facilities, monitor of revenues and modify procedures and prices, ensure health and safety regulations are followed, develop, implement and analyze budgets, provide customer service, negotiate arrangements with suppliers for food and other supplies, set up staff work schedules and monitor staff performance, determine types of service to be offered in and implement operational procedures, plan, organize, direct, control and evaluate daily operations. So as a managerial jobs you should have the capacity and capability. Additional skills. Skills you should have cost production services, conduct performance reviews, balance cash and complete balance sheets, cash reports and related forms, organize and maintain inventory. Ability to supervise. That means you have to supervise minimum to 16 to 20 people as a manager. Personal suitability, effective interpersonal skills, flexibility, accurate team player, client focus, dependability, reliability, organized. Employment groups. This employer promotes equal employment opportunities for all job applicants, include those self-identifying as a member of these groups. Indigenous peoples, newcomers to Canada, visible in minorities, youth. So how to apply? If you are interested, you can send your CV to this email ID. Once they will get your CV, they will utilize for interview. Once your CV will be utilized for interview, you can get a mail or you can get a calls from the employer to your numbers for attending the interview. They also mention the official address. You need 2012-7475 Street, Surrey, BC, B3W08. This is the official address. Noted. Important notice. The job posting has been provided directly by the employer through job banks job registration systems. The government of Canada has taken extra steps to make sure it's accurate and reliable, but cannot guarantee its authenticity. Then come to next positions. Banquet server required in Canada. They need a banquet server in Canada. Location same. They will provide the salary of $14 per hour. You have to work 5 hours for 30 to 40 hours per week. Vacancies 7. They need 7 candidates for banquet server. Start at date as soon as possible. Employment conditions, flexible hours. Job number also they mentions. Job requirements. Obviously they need the language of English. Education, no degree certificate or diploma. Experience, no experience. It's a good chance. They need no need any experience and degree certificates. So if you want to work as a banquet server in Canada, you can apply for these jobs. Food beverage serving skills. So they did not mention the not about the experience and the qualifications, but you should have the skills to get a jobs. Serves food and beverage, order and maintain inventory of wines and wine glassware. Describe and advise to wine selections. Describe menu item including daily specials for customers. Prepare and serve specialty food at customers' tables. Take orders and really to kitchen and bar staff. Greet patrons. Present menus. Make recommendations and answer questions regarding food and beverages. You should have the skills to apply for these jobs. These employers promotes equal employment opportunities for all job applicants, including those helping in identifying as a member of those groups, indigenous peoples, newcomers, and to Canada youth. How to apply? So you have to send your CV to these documents with a cover letter. Also, don't forget to attach a cover letter with CV because all employer expect a application of cover letter and CV. So you should have a prepare to professional CV and professional cover letters and send your CV to this email ID. They also mention the official address Unit 2012-7475-135 Street, Surrey, BC. So if you are interested to get a job as a banquet server, you can send your documents to this email ID. Next, come to another positions to billing clerk, data entry clerk in Canada. This is a clerical jobs, data entry related jobs in Canada. So if you are interested, you can read this information. Pay rate $15 per hour. They will, in the Canada, they may overall 80-90% employer they mention and they provide dollars per hour. So the salary is $15 per hour. Location Tomken and Derry. Job descriptions for billing clerk, data entry clerk, accurate confirming and billing of shipments, daily mailing and emailing of invoice to customers, including backup documentation as required, filling and archiving documents in storage area, promote response to internal and external client requests. So they mention point by point what is the job descriptions or the responsibilities for this job as a clerical data entry jobs. So you should have to read it carefully. These all information is in the descriptions under the video. So go to the descriptions under the video. This all information is there. Please read it carefully before you apply for these jobs. So you can see here they mention point by point what is the job responsibilities to work as a clerk or data entry in Canada. So requirements for billing clerk. So what is the requirements to apply for these jobs? Minimum of high school diploma, previous clerical experience, high level of attention to details, experience using PC applications including Word, Excel, Word and email, professional and courteous manners in dealing with internal and external contacts, demonstrated ability to work independently as well as in team of environment, effective communications, verbal and written in English language at frontline workforce. We offer competitive pay, weekly days, weekly paid vacations pay, direct deposit to and benefits are available. If you are interested in any of these above positions, please bring in your resume, photo, ID and SIN card at time of applications. We will be accepting applications Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Frontline workforce in INC 2077 Dundas Street East Unit 202 Mississauga, Ontario, the address. So you can send your resume to this email ID and they need, you can see here, direct deposit and benefits are available. If you are interested in any of the above positions, please bring your resume, photo ID and SN card. SN card is a like work permit. So if you have no SN card, don't worry for that. You have to prepare your CV and cover letters and send this to this email ID if you interested to work as a billing or data entry clerk jobs. Next positions, Raymond receiver in Canada. This is also good jobs. You can see here the mentions located Matheson's Kennedy, pay rates $17 per hour. Positions Raymond receiver or receiver. Essential functions. What is the work functions for these jobs? Receive products and process accordingly. Compare product received to packing slips and identify discrepancies. Work with accountants payable to resolve discrepancies between packing slips and invoices. Performing data entry to research orders as well as input data for products received. Direct materials to between outside vendors. Load and unload trucks by and with material handling equipments, process shipments daily with complete accuracy, issue approved parts as need to production department's point of use from incoming inspections, maintain all inventory in a neat and orderly fashion, conduct daily inventory counts, assure proper storage and stock rotations as required to preserve shelf life. So you can see here they mention what is the essential functions or job responsibilities to work as a Raymond receiver or receiver in Canada. So this is you have to read it carefully before you apply for these jobs. Next come to the another points qualifications. It's very important. What is the requirements or qualification need to apply for these jobs? Point number one: high school diploma or equivalent preferred. Minimum of 1 year experience of safely using power industrial trucks such as forklifts, stand-ups, sit-downs, cherry pickers, etc. and pallet jacks. Forklift certification preferred. Standard of reach truck certification preferred. Demonstrated ability to lift of 75 pounds on a regular basis. Bending, twisting, and shifting may be required. Flexible to work overtime with little or no notice. Ability to work third and second shift. Experience with small packets and LTL processing preferred. WMS systems experience preferred. Good organization skills helpful. Previous data entry experience preferred. Basic computer skills preferred. Demonstrated ability to understand and follow instructions as directed. Demonstrated ability to work in a team environment. Demonstrated ability to work with minimum supervision. Knowledge of proper problem solving skills, effective verbal and written communication skills, RF radio frequency scanner experience. At frontline workforce INC, we offer competitive pay, weekly pays, weekly paid vacations pay, director deposit of benefits are available. If you are interested in any of the above positions, please bring in your resume, photo ID, and ration card at the time of applications. We accepting applications Monday to Friday between 9 to 3 p.m. Frontline work. They also mention the address and also email ID. You can send your CV and cover letter to this email ID. You can see here this is the email ID. You have to send your CV and cover letter to this email ID. So if you are interested to work as a Raymond research for receivers in Canada, you can apply by the given email ID. So next come to the other points. It's up to high school certified or equivalent preferred minimum of 1 year experience of safely using preferred industrial trucks. Forklift certificates preferred. So you have to focus these points. If you are interested to work as a, you can see here, Raymond research shipper or receiver, then you should have the qualifications or the skills to apply for these jobs. If you have the skills and qualifications, you can apply by sending your CV and cover letter to this email ID. Next position is program supervisor required in Canada. This is the position is program supervisor. Qualification need minimum of community college diploma in social services or university degree is in related discipline. Minimum 2 years experience working directly with the children youth on the autism spectrum within a residential settings using systems of applied behavioral analysis. Within the development services, mental health of education sectors, experience of work closely with family members of individuals suffered within the residential community, details of supports and programs as well as addressing individual needs and monitoring progress. 2 to 6 years of supervisory experience including budgeting and at least 1 year of experience in counseling and service coordinations, solid experience with implementations of behavioral protocols and treatment plans preferred, successful compilations of internal legislated and mandated training is required. Driver's license is also asset. So, if you are interested to work as a program supervisor, you should have the qualifications and skills to apply for these jobs. Please read it carefully before you apply for these jobs. This all information is in the descriptions, so don't need to be confused. If you are facing any problem to understand this, you can go to the descriptions on that video. The all information is there. You can read it carefully for any positions and for any type of queries. Job summary. What is the job summary? These positions will supervise two children's residential programs. The program supervisor's main responsibility is to ensure the effectively delivery of supports and programs consistent with life plans, ensuring the needs of individuals are supported in order to enhance the capacity of individuals to function in all aspects of community living. So this is the job summary. Then responsibility. What is the responsibilities or the job functions for these positions? Under the supervision of program manager, the program supervisor will primarily be responsible for working closely with the multidisciplinary team to review data and oversee and ensure adherence to operational roles with regards to the implementation of BSPS. Scheduling, budgeting, routine housekeeping, follow-up regarding property maintenance, regular conducting program reviews, interviewing and hiring all staff for the children's residential programs, providing objectives training and development of performance management for all staff in two children's residential programs, overseeing a program that carries out individualized therapeutic behavioral interventions and protocols, collect extensive data, performs frequent crisis preventing strategies, and provides behavioral, emotional, psychological supports to children, youth with ASD. So, if you are interested to work as a program supervisor, you should have the capacity, you should have the qualifications and experience. Here they mentions this is the job summary, this is the responsibilities or work functions to work as a program supervisor. So, they will pay 7.5 hours work you have to duty starting immediately, and they will pay $53,000 per annum. So you will get salary $53,000 per annual based on experience plus benefits. This is declared by employer. It's not a wrong information, it's a correct information from the employer. If you have the capacity and you can work with all of possible qualifications and experience, then you will get $53,000 per annum. That means per year you will get $53,000 salary. It's a Canadian dollar. If you feel you meet the minimum requirements, please send your resume in confidence along with the salary expectations too. So please note this email ID. I would highlight this email ID. So you can see here they mentions that if you are interested to work as a program supervisor, you can apply for these jobs by sending your CV to this email ID. So friends, in this video I would like to highlight you once again the positions. You can see here, first I already told you the position is banquet manager in Canada, and second is banquet server required in Canada. Number 3 is billing clerk data entry jobs in Canada. Number 4, Raymond receiver or receiver in Canada. Number 5, program supervisor required in Canada. So any of these above 5 positions, if you're interested and if your professions and qualifications and experience is matched with these positions, you can apply by sending your CV to this email ID. So in the next video I will share with you so many requirements from also Canada and also other countries, so please stay with me. And finally I would like to say you many thanks for your valuable time for watching this video up to end. And finally I would like to suggest you and request you, please go to the descriptions under the video. These all information is there, please read it carefully before you apply for these jobs, and before you confusing, before you worry, please my suggestions to go to the descriptions and read carefully all these informations, because many times I am getting so many confusing comments, so many of viewers and subscribers asking how to apply. And please send your email ID, please send your contact numbers. My all of dear viewers and subscribers, please mind it, if you want a abroad job you have to apply by yourself. So I already provided you the given email ID, official email ID of every position. So if you want to apply of any positions, you can send your CV and cover letters to this given email ID for any positions. So don't need to be worried, don't need to be confused. This all information is in front of you. Go to the descriptions and collect these informations, then can apply. It will be easy to apply for you. So please stay with me. In the next video I will share with you another latest and recent openings from any countries. So to that, God bless you. Bye bye. Thank you.